Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to keep going by myself on the 16-year Disney differences. I'm doing it by myself because I'm going to take a look at Typhoon Lagoon. So we don't have a map for what Typhoon Lagoon looks like now. We just have the old map, but looking at the map, I can see that it's probably not super necessary to have that, the newer map. So I'm just going to kind of talk about the things that are on here, what's still there, which I think everything's. I don't know that it's changed all that much, but I know they have added at least a couple of things. So yeah, let's get on into this. Okay, so here's what the front of the map looks like. So all this stuff is still here. It still has the Miss Tilly, I believe is the boat up there, and then the wave pool there. So those are still there. And then this is actually a smaller map than the other ones. So if we flip this open, this is just kind of the, I mean, you can pause and read the whole thing if you want, but this is just a, it's the story of Typhoon Lagoon. Like, I think it's like how Typhoon Lagoon came to be or something like that. But yeah, that's what this guy is. Then it unfolds one more time. Well, let's look at what the back looks like. Oh, it's just a bunch of safety stuff on the back, so that's not important. So let's look at this. So it's a fairly small map compared to the other ones. Let's zoom in just a smidge, and we can see it a little better. There we go. So, let's look at these. So we have the letter A here, which is the Typhoon Lagoon surf pool. So that's still there. Letter B is up here, which is Castaway Creek, which is essentially the lazy river. And then they have Ketchikan Creek at letter C. There it is, right up here. That is also still there, and it's actually a pretty cute little place. When the last time we were at Typhoon Lagoon was when Aiden was 6 months old, and he was asleep. And so he was not quite big enough to do the Ketchikan Creek stuff. As well as, I mean, like I said, he was asleep. Let's see, letter D, Keelhaul Falls. That is still there. I read that, I believe I read that on my trip in 2003, as well as my, I think both of our last trips, or not the last trips, but the trip in October and the trip in April. But yeah, that one's still there. Mayday Falls is letter E, that one's still there. And then we have Gangplank Falls over here. Or no, that's not Gangplank Falls. F is Gangplank Falls. That's this one. So that one's a family raft ride. I believe that one's still there. Yeah, that one's still there. And we did not do that on our last trips, so I don't know what that one's like. Mayday Falls and Keelhaul Falls are pretty fun. I really enjoy those. And then we rode, like I said, we rode the, oh no, we didn't ride the Lazy River this time. We were going to, but we didn't. And then we have the storm slides up here at letter H. Those are still there. Back in 2003, when I was first at Disney World, the storm slides up here was just about my favorite thing in the entire park. Like, I don't remember exactly what my problem was. Like, I didn't do rides that much. In water slides was about the only thing I would sometimes do, but I would always make, like, my mom, or not my mom, my dad or my sister ride them first, just so they could tell me if it would scare me, and they were usually pretty good about telling me it wouldn't scare me. We have letter I here is not there anymore. So letter I over here is, let me hold this up. It is the Shark Reef. So it was saltwater snorkeling experience with sharks, presented by Naui. So that was up here. That is no longer there. That is now just more beach and seating, as far as I remember from the last couple times we were there. It's just been filled in with sand. They put a bunch of chairs on there, and now they have up here they've added I believe it's up here, they've added the Crush and Gusher, which is their version of a water coaster. It was super fun. There's only one slide that you can do on your own. It was still pretty fun. We also, here in Colorado, we have Waterworld, which has a water coaster, the Mile High Flyer, which is about 1,000 times better than pretty much anything else from our experience. But yeah, the Crush and Gushers up here has 3 slides. 2 of them have to be 2 people. The other one can be a single person or 2 people. And the other thing that's up here in this area, I believe it's just right next to the Crush and Gusher, so it's like right over here or something, is, oh goodness, what did they call it? Misadventure Falls. That's a new one. It has a character from the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. And we haven't gotten to ride it because it's a family raft ride and we can't ride it on our own. But hopefully someday we'll be able to do that because it looks really fun. Next we have letter J. Where's letter J? It's over here. That's the Bay Slides. That's still there. That's kind of a little kiddie slide. Yeah, it's kiddie slide. You must be under 5 feet tall, so it's a little kid slide. Or just short people. That, I guess, could be a thing too. We have letter K, the Mountain Trail. We didn't really explore that, but as far as I know, the trails are still there. I didn't really see too many people going on them, but they're still there. And then letter L, over here is Getaway Glen. That's where the picnic area is, or was. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's still there, because we didn't really go over here very much. There was a smoking section over here, which I don't believe is there anymore. Looks like a little volleyball court there too. That's kind of cool. And then letter M. M over here. There it is. That one is Out of the Way Key. It's a sun-drenched beach getaway, so it's literally just a beach that you can lay on. I believe that's still there. I don't know that it's called that still, but it's there. And then we have letter N. Goodness, there is no rhyme or reason to where the letters are here. And that one is the Forgotten Grotto Cave Walkway. I don't know if that's still there. I would think it is, but it might not be. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this closer just so you can see like what I'm talking about. The letters on this thing make no sense. We have A here, there's B over here, C goes this way, D, E, F, so that's kind of making sense, and then it jumps over to G, H, I's way over here, J comes all the way back over here, K goes all the way back up here, L goes all the way down here, M goes all the way over here, and then N goes all the way up there. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to the order they did this. They could have just gone clockwise, but no, they didn't. But yeah, so let's see what else we had in here. So there's the this and that, which is, so there's tickets and guest services, Miss Tilly of Safe and Sound, Florida, which is the boat up here. Oh, there we go. Boat. So that's Miss Tilly. There's High and Dry Towels, which is lockers and stuff. Shark Reef dive shop. And there's restrooms and phone that it marks out. Food and beverage. There's Leaning Palms. I don't believe that's still there. Happy Landings ice cream. I don't know if that's still there. Typhoon Tilly's, I believe, is still there. Low Tide Lou's. I don't think that's there anymore. Let's Go Slurpin'. I don't know, honestly. And Surf Doggies. I don't know if that's there either. Singapore Sal's. The shop is still there. I don't know if it's still called the same thing. But yeah, so like, there's not really much going on in this park. I mean, there's a few rides, but not really anything all that crazy. Alright, so that was a look back at Typhoon Lagoon back in 2003. Is that they only added 2 rides. They added Misadventure Falls and the Crush and Gusher. So it's the only 2 rides that they added. As near as I can tell from memory from the newer, from the last time I went. Because we really weren't there long enough to kind of get a full experience and and for me to get a good memory of and good idea of where things were and what all was there. But yeah, because we only spent 3 hours in the park, both time in October, and then another 3 hours, maybe 3 hours in April. So we weren't there all that long. But from what I can see, it's pretty much the same with the exception of the addition of those 2 rides, and then some changes in the kind of the food area with all the restaurants and stuff. There's some changes over there where some things have just been renamed as far as I know, and then some of them have just been gotten rid of completely, I think. So, but yeah, there's not really all that much that changed. But it was still kind of fun to look back at it and see what it looked like when I was there the first time, kind of relive some of those moments a little bit, I guess. But yeah, so the next one you'll see, so today's as I'm recording this and when this video will be out is Monday, and Anna and I will go through our final map. Yeah, it's our last map. We'll go through our final map, which is Magic Kingdom, on Thursday. So hopefully you guys stick around for that. But until then, don't forget to thank the Phoenicians.